You mentioned earlier you're based in South Africa and work across EMEA. What can the European market learn from South Africa?
I think South Africa is a fascinating place to be. There are a few countries that if you do work in the futures or in the economic space, that you can kind of see as having outsized impact on as an indicator of what the future could look like. And I think that South Africa is one of those key countries. It might be an African country, but it has a very westernized political system, but it's a much newer democracy, and in many ways it's also more fragile, which means we can kind of be seen as a testing experiment or a grand simulation of what happens when certain things break down in these sort of weird Western worlds. And what's been really interesting about living here is to see how, again, we have been that leading indicator to a lot of the bigger trends we've seen across that whole Western project. There are lessons, in other words, the rest of the world can see from the ways we have responded both well and poorly to the sort of challenges that everyone is going to have to be facing. Hopefully you'll have a bit more money and a bit more time to get your answers right. But I think that seeing where the faults in the democratic and capitalist society lie, we are a great simulation as to what could be coming next for other nations.